Hey guys, it is time to start decorating. So I have a lot of stuff already laid out, and hopefully I may get to the porch today. I've already got a tree set up, cool little tree skirt, IKEA fabric. You know, we had, it doesn't matter what we've had all that fabric before, but it's always good to have some good duck heavy weighted fabric for anything, and these work great for those panels on the back deck, but I'm going to use it for the tree skirt. I love the green, the black and white. It really gives us that contemporary look for the porch. I'm going to be a little traditional on the front planter, but as you come in the doorway, it'll look a little more contemporary, maybe. We'll see. And then if I get to it today, I may get to this pot. Just depends on time and if all my greens hold out. So down here, what I've already done is sprayed all of my evergreens with my wilt stop. This really helps keep them hydrated. It keeps them fresh looking. And I've mentioned it before on several of the videos that I've done when I've used outdoor materials. And wilt stop, use it on your outdoor materials. We don't have an indoor, we have a Christmas tree indoors, but it's not live. I've never used it on the indoor, but outdoor, it really, I've used it last year. The greens stayed nice and fresh. I've used it on my boxwoods. That has really helped them from the wind burn. It just keeps the leaves from drying out. So I've got this all sprayed. I've got ornaments I might be using. Everything's been
like you got it all scheduled out. It's like we're shopping at a store or
I
something.
know. I mean, I have to be that way. That's just how I am. I like to have things ready to go because then it makes the whole process so much easier. I've cut the tags off of the picks and things, and I've got the lights all laid out. 3 strands of 100 lights. This is the first time to do the outside box for Christmas. I loved the fall harvest look. It has to be taken apart first before we can get going with the Christmas. But I'm going to take the cabbages out, and all the cabbages may get put in another pot with soil so that after the Christmas season, the holiday season is over, I may put them back in the box for a more winter look. I'm going to try that. So the asparagus ferns will go, everything else will go into the container. And what else was I going to mention? I don't know. I'm just rambling.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not rambling. So
No.
anyhow, let me get my gloves on and we'll get started and see how this works out. So we got to tear things apart. And I wanted to mention too, this is the end of November. The asparagus ferns, this is the bacopa, and we just came through a long weekend of 18-degree temperatures during the day with winds, and we had some snow. This bacopa, and I'll put the name on it on the screen, it held up from May until now, even in those cold temperatures. But I will not be keeping that, just trying to get the cabbages. So what I'm going to do is take all of my ornaments out, and they'll be stored in this box. And those picks really, we've had some high winds. None of my ornaments, I will clean those off though, not at camera time. But this is the box that everything's going to go in for now, the picks. And then all the other plants will, and sticks may be used. I'm going to put those down there. So what I'm going to do is probably show you how I dig things out in the first box, because it's just repeat, repeat, repeat. I'm not going to try and hold on to this asparagus fern. Oh, I know what I'll do. This makes it easier, Reg. I forgot. Those, ta-da, those come out, and I can get down in here a lot easier. Like I said, I'm going to try and save my cabbages if I can. Yeah, good. The cabbages will go in here. Everything else will get put on the compost. Darn, I don't want to have to put more soil in here because I want my evergreens to be stuck in some of the soil, but what do you know? I may end up having to put more soil in these boxes, which is fine. I have some. You do learn as you go. And the good news about this, getting this, we haven't had any lights in this box either. Yeah, that whole thing. I am going to have to get
that's a ton of soil you just took out of there.
I know. It's all rooted. So I'm going to have to put more soil in here to hold my evergreens. Good to know. Good to know. I'll just leave that out.
Okay.
So
that looks good.
Yeah, it's thought you have to just start and then you figure it all out. So I'm going to get some soil. I'll finish taking this out and I'll be right back before I start putting the greens in. So we did get everything out of the pots. The cabbages are there. I did put more topsoil, potting soil in here to secure these branches. And I also found out I ran up, the good news is I have a neighborhood where there's evergreens. And this is hemlock. And Doug gave me permission to cut hemlock. And I really like the way how the hemlock drapes and you've got these little pine cones.
Pine cones are nice, yeah.
So I was running out of it and I said, Reg, I'll be right back. I ran up the street. He's like 6 houses up, cut some hemlock. The neighbor said, what are you doing? Anyhow, I said, I've got permission. So I did cut some more hemlock and I really like the way it's looking. Now what I'm doing is deciding, I don't know this evergreen. I'll find that out. And if I find what it is, I'll put it in on the screen. But I really like the changes of green in here. So I'm going to put a piece probably right in there. I like the shades of green all throughout. I mean, if you're lucky enough to live in a neighborhood where there are evergreens, I've also called Tanya down the street, told her I might be in her backyard. And if the neighbor said that anyone's stealing, she'll know. She said, fine, take as much as I need. Let me clip this off. So layering and layering and layering is important to me. Again, this is our first time to do our window box. And it is fun, particularly on a beautiful day like today, when it's been so cold. We're making this time of day to get it done. It's going to start raining in a couple days, and we'll be, there we go, a little bit of that and that and that. And maybe that's all the evergreen this looks a little flimsy to me. Yeah, I like that. All right, so I've got all the evergreen in, the 3 different types. I did get some holly too. That may go in though after I get the lights on.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, get the lights on and then put the holly in and then do a few of the decorative balls and picks. And the lights are going to go here and then hopefully we can get them through this window without having to get an extension cord. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I have 3 strands of 100 lights in here, the soft whites, and they've gone through the window. Now I'm trying to figure out where I want my little globes. Little globes going. So this is that 2 off center? Is that good enough?
2 off center.
2 off center.
No, you're going to put a big globe back in there too?
That's a good point. I don't know. Let's see.
Because that is the center.
Do we need a big globe like in the center?
Yeah, that's fine.
So that'll be there. Cool. So that's what I need to do. And I've got little twist ties. Oh, that really pops. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and attach these. I like the red one hanging. I'm using twist ties to attach these. We will see. It was a little breezy, and I was glad of that. Nope, that's not where that's going to attach. I'd be playing Christmas music, but I'd get a red flag from...
Yeah, YouTube would have something to say about that, wouldn't it?
I know. I could have headphones on while you're filming this for me. And I'll gladly, if anyone has a better suggestion on the easier way of doing this. Okay. I think I'll put them in the comments below for next year. I think I'll attach this one over here and reuse what you have. These twist ties came off of the lights. So how nice is that? Didn't have to go looking for twist ties. Yeah, I feel better about that. Good. And then this one over here, I don't have attached. So it'll go right about like that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I need to cut this branch off. Let's get them tied in there, because then we have a big globe. One will go, will this go back like this?
Mm-hmm.
Tied in there. And this one will be tied in here.
All right, so you'll get all those attached and then we'll come back.
Well, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll get them all attached. Oh, heck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get those attached. So I am so pleased. Ended up putting in the picks. We got the balls attached. I love making the center. He helped me here. I didn't know how to spread this out, but this is the center point. There won't be any ribbons. I want to keep it as clean and neat as possible, and I love it. And I did put some holly sprigs, and I don't think I need to put anything more in there. And. So it's beautiful. I'm very pleased. I'm going to step back here. First attempt. Yep. Very happy. So we still got daylight. Couple hours. I'm going to do on the porch. I'll show you what I'm going to do up here. I'll be bringing some of the same evergreens into this, some holly pot, that kind of stuff, into that pot. Get a bow on the tree. I'm going with just greens and whites up here. I showed you the little cloth. So what I think I'll do is I'll get this all done, and then tonight we will come out and get a picture, a little video. We'll all be surprised by then. See you later.